places where the map ends and the unknown begins, where shadows whisper and the truth hides in plain sight. Welcome to Agents of the Unexplained, the broadcast for those who seek what others fear to find. Here is your host, Bill Rigby.
Bill Rigby leads the way into the strange. Whispers in the static, truth inside.
Well, good evening, everybody. Real quick, I'm just touching base. I've been debating about doing another camp out this year. Anybody interested, let me know. Because I kind of definitely think I should do one. Hey, Johnny. I really do think I should be doing another one this year at Salt Fork. Hey, BJ. Hope you surviving the weather up there. Glad to see you got electric back. We got pretty hard again down this way tonight. Greenville got hit pretty hard again up that way. 2 nights in a row. So I hope everyone's surviving. But yeah, I'm seriously thinking about doing another camp out at Salt Fork. I haven't made up my mind. If I get enough interest, I'll do it. But I got to make sure I don't try to book it during the Sotheby's campouts or that a couple other Bigfooters. As long as you didn't get no damage, BJ, that's all that counts. Strong winds and heavy rains can cause havoc, I know. But thank goodness no tornado came down. But yeah, Monroe County, Ohio Bigfoot enthusiasts, they do regular campouts. Sotheby's do regular campouts once a month there. I got a lot of respect for both groups. There's a reason I'm going to do Salt Fork. Johnny. I know, do Beaver Creek. I'm not sure yet. It depends on what, how much interest we get. And I'm interested in doing one. Maybe it could be Beaver Creek. It could be down your way, Johnny. I don't know. I don't know yet. I just want to see if we get the interest. Plus, I picked up an instant tent today. I want to check it out. See, Johnny, you're not the only one getting new camping gear. Oh, shoot. But yeah, if we get enough interest, people want to do a camp out, because my camp outs, and I'm going to tell the people that don't understand what my camp outs are about. You can research. You can socialize. But when you come to my camp outs, the attitudes and the egos stay outside the gate. And whatever it costs for the camp area, because I like to get group camp areas, whatever it costs per person, that's what I charge. I don't make no money at it. You guys fly your own camping gear, your own food, the whole 9 yards. That's not on me. Collab with Gary from Steel City. I don't know that person. Who is that, Jen? I don't think I know Gary. I'm trying to think, and I'm not doing it. because these campouts, we can have a lot of fun. And I love that. Hey, there's my buddy Pam. Hi, Pam. Uh, yeah, so with these campouts, like I said, no attitudes. Do you have a link to his page, his YouTube channel? If so, can you put it up? Because I'll check it out. Because we don't like the attitudes and the egos. We like to have fun, and that's what I enjoy doing. Getting people together, the experienced researchers, the unexperienced researchers, get them together. Everyone can learn from each other, and help each other, and just get along, have a great time. You know, the very first one I put on, I had 68 campers come to it. Not one argument, not one attitude, nothing like it. It was awesome. Now, you're right, Johnny. It's about meeting people. And I'm going to have to check them out. I would definitely check them out. Arg Gary. Yeah, let me put it up on the board. Yeah. Brian Little, my buddy. How you doing, Brian? Yeah, so we might even be able to camp out in Brian Little's backyard. But yeah, it's usually a great time at mine. Yeah, I'm not going to deny it. It's usually a great time, and people enjoy coming. People enjoy, the socialization, going out with other ones, hiking and getting into nature. Virginia, hello, sweetheart. So, see, Johnny, I get to call her sweetheart too, not just you. Of course, I'm doing it from a distance. Jack, Grizzly, hello, guys. I'm talking about maybe doing another camp out. And guys, how I put them on, how I enjoy doing them. Gretchen Fest is fun. I'm not going to deny that one bit. Gretchen Fest is fun. And I'm looking forward to being there again this year. I really am. And thank you again, Brian, for inviting me to speak again this year. I really appreciate it. I didn't even talk to you this morning, Johnny. I did write to you and called you. Hey, good night, buddy. My grandson Hunter going to bed. That's my buddy. He's so damn cute. He came home from school sick this morning. Well, at lunchtime, he got sick in I guess the lunchroom. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I do enjoy watching you pulling your hair out. Hey, good night, Ellie. But we always lose our shirt. But Jack's been to mine. Grizzly's been out camping with us. So, hey, Danny. So I get enough interest, I will schedule it when I can get in there. Jack, should we do Salt Fork or Beaver Creek? Tell me what you think, brother. I trust your judgment too. Well, you know I do anyhow. Um, yeah, so I definitely, everyone, I got myself a new tent today. That's why I'm all hyped up about this part. Now, I want to get a bed on legs, though. I definitely got to find one of them. I'm getting too old to get down on the ground. Thanks, Linda. Got my oldest grandson right here. Beaver Creek. All right, check into that. My oldest grandson, Evan, right here. Linda saying salt pork. Oh, man. Man. Pete, my brother. Folks, Pete Bobick. He's the caretaker of the Masonic Temple in Johnstown. Talk about knowing so much history, because that building was withstanding the floods and everything. And he has so much history to it. It's awesome to hear his stories about the place. True stories. Evan's playing his game on his computer. That kid. First year up in junior high. And now get this. Highest honors the last 2 years in grade school. This year, first week, he brought homework home for the first week. And we turned around and he hasn't brought homework home since. Honor roll. And I'm scheduled up for stuff at the end of June, unfortunately. Or I'd be there, Johnny. Monica. Oh, you're going there in 7 days. Okay, Jack. Yeah, that's the So Speak Campout. Oh, you know it, brother. You know you'll see me soon. Can't get rid of me that quick, Pete. I'm Monisha. And congratulations to your son. That is so awesome, Monisha. I don't even know him. I'm proud of him. He's graduating this year, her fourth oldest. And he is valedictorian or salutarian, one of the two, but or both. he is. That is an awesome achievement. I love seeing these young people do good. You hear so much negativity about these young people, and they're doing good, and that warms my heart. It really does. Grace, I missed you guys. I bet you have been, Monisha. Charge them for it. Get your money's worth. Oh, Johnny, quit stealing Virginia's cup. I got you another one, Virginia. Don't worry about it. But okay. So we're getting some interest. Excuse me. Yes, you do, Johnny. Oh, man. Put a tic tac in my mouth. I'm sorry, folks. Um, you got one in college that started in January, and he'll be going in this fall. Oh, my goodness, girl. You're going to go gray, Monisha. University of Cincinnati. That's awesome. Um, Carla, you're supposed to be working. I see you sneaking in here looking. I'm going to check. We might do Beaver Creek. We might do, because I haven't done Beaver Creek. I got to call and check it out. Yeah, I think it'd be interesting because we haven't done Beaver Creek, so I got to do it. I'm probably going to do that one. So, Carter says, "Good evening, all," with her Middle Ohio accent. I mean, I thought you started at 9, Carla. Or is it at 10? But anyhow, uh, let's let me get things working here and see what we come up with, and I'll start making announcements and see what happens. And oh, Beaver Creek's a beautiful park. That is a beautiful park. So Salt Fork. I love Salt Fork. Salt Fork's another beautiful park. So if I do this camp out, I'll have the rolls up for everybody. We'll have, you know, where it's going to be. Jimmy Trick, my man. No, I will not be. I'll be in Hershey. Wait a minute. Let me see. I'm going to be somewhere. Oh, wait a minute. I might be at Marionville. No, I'll be in Hershey. I decided to go to Hershey this year for the Salvation Army Congress. Teddy Porterfield. It's good to see you out there, Teddy. Hope you're coming to town soon. Miss seeing you guys. I'm going to check out Beaver Creek. See if I can line it up there, Carla. But yeah, I'm going to what is there? They call it the Congress, but that's where a lot of the happenings happens at. And my sister and brother-in-law is going, and I told them I'll go with them. So I'm going to go. And not much, Teddy. I'm trying to figure out if we should do a camp out. Hey, Mud's out there. Pine, how are you doing, brother? I'm doing good. How you doing, Mud? One of my favorite ladies. Her and the girls from Amy Copeland's group, they all get a big hug from me for what they've done together when Beth passed. Love those ladies. They true meaning of caring. Right there is them. Along with the other ones that have done things, since Beth passed. I appreciate every one of them. But that one caught me so far off guard. It was pathetic. And I'm telling you, it hit the heart good. Made me cry, but it's tears of joy, not sadness. And beautiful mug. Beautiful. And no, I have not used it. I got it sitting right here. Got my baby doll right here with us every time I'm doing my lives. Shut up, Johnny. Oh, shoot. But, okay, for the ones that just jumping in here, I got a bunch that just jumped in. I'm trying to plan a camp out. And I kind of going with Beaver Creek instead of Salt Fork. But I'm going to see if I can get it, and then I'll let everyone know. And for the ones that never came to my camp out, 3 rolls. No ego. Leave the egos at the gate. No attitudes. Leave them at the gate. And third and final roll, have fun. That's all it's about. You're going to meet different people. They from all different areas. My very first camp out I did at Salt Fork, Ohio, West Virginia, Jersey, Kentucky, Wisconsin, New York. I had them coming from all over. And it was great. No attitudes, nothing. Brian, you need to come when I'd planned this. It wouldn't be the same without you, Brian. You know that. My buddy Brian did work. Don't work too hard. Be safe, Carla. Yes, yeah. It wouldn't be the same without you, Brian. We even had fun up there at Alleghenies. Till I had to go home sick. All right. Ohio, Pine. Beaver Creek and Salt Fork's both Ohio. Beaver Creek's down there, Columbiana, Ohio. And Salt Fork is near Cambridge, Ohio. Beaver Creek's probably closer to you. And they're both beautiful parks. They got some beautiful history and trails and everything at each park. So if I can't get Beaver Creek, I'll do. Yes, I'm avoiding that 110%, brother. 110%. That's. Wait a minute. Where are you at, Yoder? Now you confused me. I thought you were over down in West Virginia. I don't know why I'm thinking that. I got to be nice. Nicole's here. Why in the hell was I thinking you're in West Virginia? I'm sorry, Pine. I'm planning on coming down that way next year, by the way. Mark Eddie. How you doing? Mark, I'm planning a camp out. It's either going to be Beaver Creek I'm in trouble. Nicole's watching me. She'll get me tomorrow. Great lady. She really is. I got a lot of respect for her. She helped crosses the kids when the one crossing guard got to be away. And she don't put up with no shit from nobody. People try to walk on them, the crossing guards. And both these ladies, don't believe me, the kids are first. They are safe. And they were changing things up. And, all right, BJ, have a great evening. I'll talk to you later. And let me tell you, when they start changing things up and the parents are starting to get stupid, these two ladies, Nicole and Heather, don't take no BS. They tell them exactly how it is. And I tease them about it, of course. Who are you picking on now? Why are you holding up traffic? Of course, they're crossing kids, but, stuff like that. But a lot of respect for those two ladies. They don't have it easy when these kids are getting out of school either, because the parents are idiots. Most of them. Oh, Virginia. Good. I'll bring extra toilet paper. Bring a portable toilet. Oh, geez. But anyhow, so whoever wants to come to the campout is welcome. It will cost you what it costs per person. I don't make no money like some of these guys do that do campouts. They charge you so much. You still got to bring your own food, camping gears, the whole 9 yards. I'm not about that. I'm not about making money with it. Yeah, Pine, how is Lake Lore now since Helene? But oh, Johnny loves you. Oh my goodness, Mud got her glasses on. We got to be careful. Yeah, but and I gave you guys my 3 roles. Leave the attitude and the egos at the gate. That's 1 and 2. And the third role is have fun. There's nothing wrong with having fun. And the last 6-8 months, I need some fun. So, no, Johnny, I'm not doing the cooking. I'm going to try Beaver Creek mud. I'm going to try Beaver Creek. If not, it's going to be Salt Fork. And talk about it. A woman that is definitely boots on the ground. No other way to put it. I was trying to think of a better way to put it. No better way to do it than mud. She'll go in anywhere. She don't care. Real slow. Oh, that's good. Opening up the beach by Memorial Day weekend. That's awesome. That is awesome. Lots still underway, but coming back slow. It's going to after all that. I have a cousin down there, and luckily she was up higher enough on the mountain, but all the roads got washed out. They couldn't go anywhere, but they survived. Yeah, I know that is. Next month, I don't think I can. I'm going to try to come down at least for today, Mud, but I'm not sure if I can come and camp. It's tempting since I got my brand new Insta tent. I caught it on a sale. But when you come to the camp out, if I don't know what they charge for the group camp area at Beaver Creek. I know what they do at Salt Fork. But I got to find that out. Then we'll figure out, tell everyone what the cost is, the date, the whole 9 yards. So I'll be getting that together next week. June 11th, we will be doing Mahoning Valley Scrappers. Is changing their name for one day only. The Mahoning Valley Grassmen, alias the Ohio Grassmen, alias Bigfoot. They're changing their name and to support the cryptid community. And I'm partnering with them. Amy Boo's partnering with them. I think Steven Snyder's partnering with them. I have some tickets left at $6.25 each to go to the game. I will have a table set up there. Amy will have a table set up. If Steve's going, he will have one. We're trying to get other cryptid-minded, paranormal-minded people that partner with them that get, to show the support to them because they support the community. The Scrappers really do. The stuff they do free for kids in the whole community and donating to the community. And of course, America pastime, baseball. I enjoy going to baseball games. I hate watching it on TV. So it's going to be a fun time. Hope people can come. If you need a ticket, let me know. I think I got 5 left. So let me know, and we'll get them out. Now, that's June 11th. The 12th, 13th, and 14th is Marionville, and I'll be at the Congress. So I won't be in Marionville. May 2nd, there's 2 things going on May 2nd, and event-wise, other than the camp out at Beaver Creek. I don't even have that one wrote down. But the 2 things I got wrote down for May 2nd, the Flatwood Monster event, and then the Ohio Bigfoot Conference. Well, actually, Flatwood runs the 2nd and the 3rd. So, and Johnny, what's the date on Beaver Creek? I got to write that on the calendar because I keep forgetting to put it on and to share with people. Come on, Johnny, hurry up, write it out. What's the date? He's getting slow in his old age. Come on, sweetheart. You can type faster than that. Oh, shoot. But anyhow, as soon as he puts the date up, I'll let you know. May 17th. That's Bigfoot days there. And the camp out starts on the 16th. Am I right? And who do they contact to go do the camp out? William, the man, Nighthawk. How you doing, brother? How you feeling tonight? Hope you're feeling good. Man, is Johnny slow typing tonight? He must be tired. Or he ate too much. You can contact Dave Wolf about camping out there. Oh, the 15th? 15th to the 17th is the camp out. Thank you, Jack. All right. Yes, roasted weenies over the open fire. You got it, William. The cheapest and easiest meal out there. Now, I can honestly say there is good activity there in Beaver Creek, too, for the Bigfoot researchers. The last time Johnny Freeman was there, he was telling me about a bunch of stuff, and other ones were telling me. And there is activity all around Beaver Creek. And, so, and there in July is, Gretchen Fest down there. No, I'm wrong. That's August. August 8th is Gretchen Fest. And that's at Gretchen Lock, Beaver Creek. Yeah, Johnny would be speaking there. Guess who I get to speak with this year? None other than Jack Warren in Middlefield, Ohio. At the Bigfoot Days there at John's Country Nursery. I cannot believe the amount of people that came through there last year. Jack will tell you, there was over 1,000 people come through there. And it was standing room only in the speakers building. It was totally awesome. And I don't usually speak 2 years in a row anywhere. Jack's an awesome researcher, not just a great one. He's awesome at it. Damn mountain goat he is. And but the amount of people that showed up, it just totally blew my mind. All right, we're out in a little bit of the country. A lot of Amish in that area. I wasn't expecting a crowd. I expected some people, but not a crowd. Over 1,000 people come through. I was totally blown away. I really was. And they were asking questions while we were talking, giving our thing. Oh, that's an interesting subject, William. But the thing is, they were all interested. And it wasn't this one asking all the questions. It was all through the crowd. I was totally blown away. And I'm so glad Jack's there again this year, too. Because he has a lot of history he could share with his research. And I'm very impressed with him. Well, it's all Jack's fault that I had got to see my Bigfoot. I still blame him. He invited me to that camp out. It's his fault. But no, I got a lot of love and respect for him. Yeah, you got a lot of reports there, and so did I. It totally blew my mind. And the one that really totally blew my mind was the young Amish guy, because they don't usually talk about it. And he comes straight out and said, "I'm not saying it might have been, but I ain't saying that." I went, okay. But everything he explained points that, yeah, it was. But, and he says, and don't tell no one I told you. Okay. I'm not even writing your name down, buddy. Don't worry about it. But yeah, there is a lot up in that area. Well, Ed Weiland, Leona, and Jim, that's up in that area for them. They're known researchers in that area. And with the Bigfoot Flat of Ohio, they did not get one report from anybody. And they're known to be the Bigfoot researchers in that area. So why didn't they get one report? That's what bothers me. I'm not saying those reports were all BS, because I cannot say that. And I won't say that. But why are they calling that one guy that doesn't even, not even from that area, that won't even come and research it himself, but he'll go on podcasts and talk about it and says he got someone else? I got a problem with that. I really do. And the one area that I went up and checked out with Jim Sparks, me and Sparky, we went up like a spur of the moment type deal. And he said it's a possibility there was one that got seen there while someone was jogging that trail at 4:30 in the morning, as cold as it was. And that was an upper middle class neighborhood that was going through. So, with that being said, I can't say nothing else on it, because I can't prove it was or wasn't. There was no tree structures, because you can see through the what little bit of woods there was there. No tree structures. Couldn't find no prints, even when we went off trail. And I'm telling you, the ground was hard, real hard, even on the side of the trail. Yeah. Get him, Jack. Get him. That's so. That section of the trail, I cannot believe anything was seen there. I cannot believe it. Could have been, but I'm having a hard time believing it. But like Sparky told me, hey, people that are health nuts will get out and jog at 4:30 in the morning. The Bigfoot might be looking for garbage cans to raid. Okay, I'll give you that one. As cold as it was, 4:30 in the morning, jogging that trail, I'm not buying into that one. That one. A few of the other ones, yes. I didn't get I got to get hold of somebody. He has a recording, and he's supposed to show me. from part of the flap. I gotta get a hold of him, see, because he had a lot of video and recordings that he had to go through, and I want to see. I got to see. You're right, William. They weren't migrating. They was foraging and trying to get the boom boom, baby. You're right. Oh, they're migrating down the Salt Fork. No. No. You know, wild onions, they are pulling them up for the bulbs, to eat the bulbs, and stuff like that. You know, everything's starting to come up. So they've been on a protein diet all winter. They wanted some greens to flush their system out. That's my guess. I'm not going. But no, seriously. I do not believe they were migrating. I believe there's a few of them that were spotted. There ain't a doubt in my mind. Because it's that time of year. They are out and moving. The weather was getting better even though it was cold. Yep. Cattail, dandelion, and other stuff. They plain and simple. So the 10 sightings, I'll cut it back to 6. That it's probably true. That trail goes on forever, and we walked 2 miles of it. So I believe they were seen. Some were seen. Now, not the same ones. They weren't all migrating. And we'll go from there. Now, here's the other thing. How many are disillusioned by what they saw? Especially at nighttime, things look different. Believe me, things look different at night when you're in the woods. I'll guarantee it 110%. Yeah, you're right, William. 6 is actual sighting is more practical than 10. And I'm hitting that at a high end. But I'm no expert. But so, people can disagree with me on this, but you know, yeah, you're right. 50% misidentifying. I ain't going with 50%, William. No. Half of them are misidentified now. I can't go with that percentage myself. I really can't. Because we got some really good woods people out there. Woodsman, woods lady, whatever the way you want to put it. That go hunting, that just loves hiking out in the nature and that. And they know what animals they see. So to misidentify them, no. No. I'm not going along with that one. Oh, on the flap of Ohio, I can't answer that one. William says, now ask yourself, how many were the same Bigfoot sighted multiple times? I can't answer that one. I don't know. They weren't in the same general area. So, but they can travel a little distance. You know, when they're foraging and looking for a new girlfriend. So, I can't give an honest answer on that one because they could have been one, could have been two that had been seen multiple times. I don't know. Yeah, these are the questions we must ask. But from descriptions of them, they were all different. You know, that's the thing. They were all different. But from what one person seen, being startled and seeing it, and same with another person, some things can be different. But the hair colors can be different. Someone's seen a shooting, they're describing the man that did it as 6'1", Latino descent, when actually he was 5'4", and he was white. You know, people's minds just go crazy when they see something that really startles them. And then they just let their mind just go crazy and wander off the wrong direction. And so with the multiple times of seeing the same one, I don't know. Now, if we got the same description time and time again with some variation, I'd say it's possible it's the same one. But I can't say one way or the other now. That's why I'm honest when I talk about this stuff. I got to be honest. And I'm trying to figure out, you know, reasonable explanation for a lot of stuff. And there's times I can't. And I'll say it. I just can't figure that one out. And everyone that listens to my podcast and me talking about what Bigfoot is, you know, I tell you, I don't know. I really don't. Do I believe he's flesh and blood? I believe he might be, from what I saw. Can he be interdimensional? I don't know. I didn't see him go through the world. Can he be alien? I didn't see him with the thing. Scotty, beam me up. No. So I don't know. Anything's possible. I'm going to put that up on the board. And you're right. You know, hey, Sarah, we do, when I'm taking a report, I ask them what time of day, what kind of light, you know, the weather, the whole 9 yards. I ask them, have they been drinking? I do ask. And I says, because that could change the description somewhat. And you're right, Johnny. None of us really know what they are. And when a person tells me they know what it is, show me the damn proof. Show me the proof. You got to have the proof to say that. And that's when they get mad and start arguing with you. Yes. I'm rambling on about this stuff, but I don't care. Now, here's the other thing. We do UFOs too. Sarah, we do UFOs, we do the paranormal, we do the cryptid, we do it all. I'm not prejudiced against any of them. I am a cryptid paranormal researcher. I do take reports on UFOs. I have taken them, not that many, but I have taken them. I have witnessed a UFO. Thank you. I appreciate it. I've seen a Bigfoot. I haven't seen an alien. I've been on ghost hunts. They are interesting as anything, especially when you got a lot of activity. John, you're out here. Glad to see you, John. Glad you were able to jump in. Not you, Freeman, the other John. But that's what you get for starting to agitate me first, Johnny. Be careful what you wish for, Sarah. And I'm being dead serious. As a researcher, I couldn't wait to see one. I need to see one. I want to see one. And several people say, be careful what you wish for. And they were sure in hell right. But mine was 15 feet from me. Scared the living shit out of me. And I ain't going to lie. Scared the living shit out of me. And that's the first time I ever got scared in my life. I'm putting that up too, William. The UFO I saw when I was 14. It was a warm spring morning going out to the bus stop. We lived on the outskirts of Newcastle, Pennsylvania at the time. And standing there, and then we look up over the hill, and I saw this silver disc floating up there. And I'm looking, and then I realized what the hell I was looking at. I went, there's a UFO. Well, I went running back into our house. And, you know, back in the 70s, we did not have a dishwasher. Well, yeah, we did. We had my mom. Or us kids in the evening. But anyhow, I go running in the house. Yeah, Newcastle, Pennsylvania. Why, Sarah? I want to hear this one. And I'm looking up over the hill there. Above the family that lived up there was quiet. Which part? I lived outside Mahoning Town. Were they north side, south side, east, west? Mahoning Town? But anyhow, I went running in the house. I told my mom, I said, there's a UFO up over Quats. And she's at the kitchen sink washing the breakfast dishes. And I'm looking, I'm pointing, and she's looking up there. And she turned around and looked at me. And she goes, don't you say a word to nobody. What? You keep your mouth shut and not say nothing. Okay. I already told the kids out there, you tell them to keep their mouth shut. Now get out to the bus. I get out there and I'm looking at it yet, and it's still hovering. And then it took off fast, gone. Well, the next day on the local news, and it made the local newspaper, Newcastle News newspaper. They the neighbor across the road from Quats took a picture of it. People were calling him a freak. He's crazy. He threw a metal trash can lid in the air and took a picture of it. I'm like, all right, I'm 3/4 of a mile away from this. And now, how can that be a metal trash can lid? And he, no way. That was a UFO. So, I found out why my mom said not to say anything. Hi, Amy. Good to see you out there, hon. You know, Amy, I'm going to try to plan a camp out at Beaver Creek. I'm going to get things lined up for it. And see what happens. And see how that goes. Do the group camp. Yeah. You get told to keep your mouth shut back then because people thought you were crazy. Now look, the government released all that little bit of information, even though it was pages that thick. Well, wait a minute. You know, books that thick on them. Warehouse full. And that's the thing. We weren't allowed to talk about stuff like that. Like they weren't allowed to talk about Bigfoot. You know, it's history comes back and bites itself. And I'm glad it does. Because people that want to keep things covered up, you can't cover it up. It's out there. Yeah. Dave Bruce, I hope you're feeling better, brother. I've been praying for you. I hope you're doing better. I really do. I've been going to call you. I just keep running out of time during the day. And I apologize for that, but you know a lot of the stuff I'm going through. So, but I've had you in my prayers anyhow. No matter what I've been dealing with, you've been in my prayers from day one. And I appreciate everyone. Keep Dave Bruce in your prayers. He has some medical issues, and we want to get it all resolved. But anyhow, now, like I said, Campout. The 3 roles. I'm going to say it again. When you come to Campout, I've read up on that, and it's interesting. I need to get more on that because I didn't read enough up on it. That's not the only time a UFO sighting was over the bay. And that's the thing, you know. But with the Bigfoot and the orbs, that makes it very interesting. The time Jay Fouch came to Salt Fork to meet me, the first time I got to meet him, and I was all excited because Jay takes all these pictures and posts them. He don't give a shit if they're blob squatches and that. He posts them because that's for him, not everybody, but for him. And damn if we didn't hear a howl. Next thing you know, he saw 3 white orbs floating around. That was crazy. But anyhow, the 3 roles. Ego at the gate. Attitudes at the gate. Have fun. Johnny, you keep throwing that 4th roll and you're going to bring me a case. Plain and simple. A case. Johnny keeps saying 4th roll, 6-pack of Dr. Pepper. No. Johnny will be bringing me a case. But yeah, so I'll have that posted soon. Everybody's invited. I don't allow drama. Drama starts, I'll ask you to leave. You don't get your money back. Yes, you are, William. I don't care what anyone says. And that's all I ask. So we have fun. We socialize. We can get out and research with each other. If you want to go out and research, you don't have to. If you want to sit around camp, you can sit around camp. Because believe me, there's times you can sit around camp and they come to you. So that's the thing. And that's what I like. I always like to keep someone at home base, and it's usually me, unfortunately. Because if something happens, they know who to get a hold of. God forbid anything happens. Someone fall down, twist an ankle, can't walk. Got to get help. Get help to them. And that's why I like to keep someone at home base. It's my preference. That's from being a first responder point of view. Yep, they know we're going to the woods anyways. Yes. And that's the truth, too. Because they're paying attention. We're in their living room. I don't care. We're in their living room. They know what we're doing. And believe me, I know for a fact you can sit around a campfire and they'll come and watch you. We've had it happen. Right down near Beaver Creek, down at Corky's Research. Let's see. Corky. I'm seeing all the faces. I just can't throw the names out there. Jay was there because it was Jay's thermal that got them sitting there watching us. 2 of them together. And he had it on white hot instead of black hot or red hot. And I took a picture of the picture on his thermal, and all I got was a white blob. I'm so upset. But you can actually see him sitting there. So that was interesting. But yeah, they were watching us. Now, here's something for a discussion. Either at the Campout or one of my podcasts. I want your answers when I put it out there. What is Bigfoot? And I'll read the comments and I'll say it. Because this week coming, I got the one and only David Elvin Wickham Tater going to be on. And I love Tater. He's an agitator like me. He got me good. Now, I'll say that much. He got me good. But anyhow, you know, I got a lot of respect for Tater because Tater stepped to me about something and said he didn't want to cause problems. That's why he don't say much because certain people. And I looked at him. I said, I appreciate that. Let me deal with that. You're allowed to speak up in my group. Yeah. Well, I don't want you. Don't worry about it. It's my group. I'm telling you, you're allowed to speak up and say what you think. It's not on anyone else. And if they disagree with you, they can disagree with you respectfully. And that's how it is. And he's a great researcher. He's a physical therapist. He took a casting, and from that casting, he made a working silicone type Bigfoot foot with the metatarsal breaks and the whole 9 yards, and to show how it actually operates and works. And I do have him speaking for me. No, my grandson went to bed. You didn't even say good night because I'm talking. Good night, buddy. Love you. So, you know, I got him speaking in Johnstown for me because he has a lot of information to share. And I'm so glad that he agreed. And he agreed that I kind of cornered him to be on the podcast this coming Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern, folks. You got to hear it. You got a lot to share. I just had Steve Schneider on. He's an author, and his books are to entice the younger generation to get involved with the research. That is from the I know who it is, William. I'm sorry. I can't think either. But Ron White. Ron White. That's the name there, William. But yeah, I cornered him to speak, and it was great. But Steve Snyder, getting these younger folks interested through his book, and he even got a kit for the younger ones. And gets them out there. At the event, he has a set of questions for them to go ask the speakers and some of the vendors to get the answers. Me too, William. Me too. I was shocked it came to me. But how do we get these kids to get involved? Because they're our future of the research. And he does this in a great way. And that's why I had him on, because I seen it in action with my friend Nicole's daughter. She was so excited to become a researcher. She wants to be a cryptid and paranormal researcher now. And that's awesome. You know, that might change in a few years. I don't know. But at least it shows interest in getting the interest. And it's well worth it. Get these kids involved. We need them. The other thing we need is unity. Support each other. We got to support each other with respect. Everybody cannot be top dog because there's no real top dogs in this field. We got no real experts in this field. Dr. Meldrum, his expertise was that anthropology, the studying of feet. Okay, that was his expertise. Was he an expert in the field? And I like Dr. Meldrum. I'm very upset he has passed away. Cancer's ugly. Took a really good man. Some people didn't like him. That's their prerogative. But I saw what he did for that young man that has cerebral palsy, and he stood there for an hour talking to this kid and made that kid feel really good about himself because he loved Dr. Meldrum. So, and he took that time with this kid. That tells me he's one hell of a man. The guy that was standing next to me wasn't that good. Told him to shut the hell off and wait his turn. The rest of us were waiting too, so he can wait. Bitching because he's taking too long with that kid. Ignorant son of a bitch. I'm sorry, soft spot for handicapped kids. But anyhow, I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to get my snack, go watch a little bit of TV, and go to sleep. Got a long day tomorrow. I got to go set up over the Metroplex in Girard, Ohio. Wait a minute, I got to read this one off for you folks. No theories are stupid. No ideas for research ignored. No questions are stupid. All information and resources are allowed. And that's true. And this is where we run into problems with some people. And this what I say, we got to have some more unity, got to get along, got to share our information. A tiny little bit of information can change the whole research, and you find out more. You know, that's the thing. You know, as long as we sharing our experiences and information we got it made. So with that is my closing statement on it. Good night, everyone. Glad you were out here listening to me ramble. I'll have the Campout information soon. You all have a safe night. Get some rest. And whoa, I guess I got to stay a minute longer. Tracy, Lynn, where have you been? How you doing tonight? We started discussing about I'm going to plan a camp out. Probably going to be at Beaver Creek, Ohio. Then we start talking about the Bigfoot Flap of Ohio. And then we start talking about UFOs. And then we start talking about unity amongst the researchers in all fields, Tracy. You know that because it's been getting ridiculous out there with these people. And I was getting ready to say goodnight, and you popped in. I'm glad to see you out there. I hope you're having a good week so far. I'm going to be at a psychic fair this weekend in Girard, Ohio at the Metroplex. I'll be speaking on the paranormal Bigfoot. Yeah. Did I say paranormal? Did I say psychic fair? Did I say Bigfoot? Yes, I did. And I'll be speaking at 4 o'clock Saturday. My good friend Dan Hagman will be speaking at 3 o'clock on UFOs. He got a great presentation too. He really does. He does a great job. Very well put together. I always enjoyed listening to Dan and his thought. At my very first Ben Ohio Paranormal concert, the power went out, and it was about right around 1, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Freak storm come blowing through. Dan just got up there talking, and the power went out. Mike Hartman gave him a bullhorn to talk with. It was out for an hour and 40 minutes. He talked the whole hour and 40 minutes on it, on UFO. And now I realized, my God, nobody left. They're all up there listening to him talk. They're not going home and see how bad the damages are. Because, I mean, that was straight line win. And he just kept on talking, keeping people talking. And, you know, interested. That's how interesting he is about talking about UFOs and aliens. He is that good. And it was just awesome. So I talked to Ed Kellerman. I says, Ed, if you want to get up and talk, you can. I said, well, we can't do PowerPoint. He says, I don't need a PowerPoint. We can do this without it. I went, all right, that's cool. Then I'll get Dan down. He says, yeah, I can't believe he had that much information. Yeah, really. But then he turned around and we got him down. And as soon as Dan got down and Ed got up there, the power came on. But anyhow, good night, all. I'm done talking. I'm tired. I want to go get a snack and lay down and watch TV. Stay safe. Stay out of trouble. Have a great night.
This has been the Agents of the Unexplained Paranormal Podcast. Please like, follow, and share on all social media. And remember, the truth is out there.
Bill Rigby leads the way into the strange.